Howdy, Bob Brown here again. I know it's been a minute since I put a video out, but I've been training, getting ready for that tournament I did up in South Dakota, and I'm pretty happy about how I did. So someone's been asking me about the strap again, but this time about whether you place it lower or higher up on your wrist. And honestly, I just took a long time to get to it. So basically, now what's interesting is most people don't know, in the WAF there is a rule about the placement of the strap. You can place it directly around your wrist, or you can choose 1 inch low. Okay, you got some guys that try to put the strap way down here, and they're really not allowed. A lot of times they get away with it, but the rule says either around your wrist or 1 inch down is really the only place you can put it. So the question is, do you want a high or a low? The short answer is low, but not necessarily for the reason people might automatically think. Of course, to exaggerate it, if I put the strap here and I pulled from this point, oh, I can pull a lot more weight. Everyone can. You put the strap way up here and you can't pull as much. So the theory is the lower the strap on your arm, the more back pressure you'll be able to create, because you're going to pull from a lower point on your arm. And that is true. So that is the main reason why everyone typically says put it lower, that at least that 1 inch down on your arm, and then that's your focal point when you back pressure. Now, here's another reason why you want it low, or in my opinion, why you don't want it high is a better way of saying it. Now, if you're going against a hooker, almost all of this is irrelevant. But if you're going against the top roller, then you want him to have the least amount of ability to attack your wrist, okay? If the strap is around your wrist, and as we discussed before, when the strap comes off the back of my hand, it immediately wraps around the other guy's hand. And when I pull here or top roll here, this part of the strap going around the other guy's wrist is what you're pulling on, okay? Well, if you're pulling and it's on your wrist, then he's pulling directly at the joint. If this strap is around that joint, he has a direct line to pulling on that joint. If it's down a little bit, now he's not pulling on the wrist joint, he's pulling more on your forearm. I exaggerated it by putting it down further. So if you're a top roller, it's not so much that you want it low to create back pressure. In my opinion, it's that you don't want it high, especially if you have a weaker wrist. If you've got a super powerful wrist, it's probably not going to matter. But if you're a guy whose wrist isn't that great, a lot of guys want to get into the straps because their hands and wrists aren't that great. So if you put it right here on your wrist and I pull this direction and I'm trying to hold on to something, my wrist is going to get broke back. But if I pull here, I'm going to pull the whole arm, but I'm not hitting the wrist directly. So that's why I think you really want it low. And again, this is basically all for top rollers that are going against other top rollers. You want it low so you can create pressure coming backwards as a top roller. You don't want it high so the other top roller doesn't get a better angle on your wrist via the strap. So at the end of the day, you pretty much always want it low. So there you have it. Hope that explains it. Have a great day.